And so, here we find ourselves at the start of a brand new year where events are sure to unfold, and already we're seeing how to some extent the regular sequence and flow of things are being disrupted. Please pause for a second and pay attention. One of the magic keywords for this year 2017 will be the noun disruption. And you will be wise to listen onwards and explore the term, for it will be with us for days and months to come, if not more. Welcome back to the Think Shop, brought to you by Think English. You're listening to Walter J. Toledo, and I thank you for joining me here today. Close your eyes for a moment as I tell you about one of the very first uses of this pervasive term. It is 1843. You are now in Scotland, and we're witnessing the disruption of a religious nature as the Church of Scotland cannot seem to find a path to resolving its differences. An unexpected turn of events has given rise to the birth of a new institution, and hence the Free Church of Scotland is born. An institution that will be around until the turn of the century. Now open your eyes and let us fast forward to this very week when on Tuesday, January 17th, Prime Minister Theresa May set the groundwork in a groundbreaking speech for Brexit that sent the sterling skyrocketing to levels not seen in 2 decades. In pursuing a bold and ambitious free trade agreement, May believes that imagination is required on both sides, but ultimately, she wishes the UK to emerge from this period of change as a truly global Britain. Theresa is a wise woman, and she can sense opportunity as Europe sees disruption in her eyes and words, as the UK will most likely emerge as the best friend and neighbor to our European partners, but a country that reaches beyond the borders of Europe too. So, while disruption means a break from the norm and the turn of tides against the status quo, it does also represent opportunity in the shape of a new path or road that lies ahead. This week at the World Economic Forum at Davos, Switzerland, Campbell CEO Denise Morrison defended her company's motto, "Real food that matters for life's moments," and stressed the need for being transparent and investing in new models of innovation. Though being no stranger to facing challenges head-on, Denise boasted Campbell's Acre Venture Partners Fund, which has been set up to invest in innovation and see what disruption is occurring from farm to the way food is made through delivery of the food we eat at home. No serious discussion of the term disruption can afford to look the other way as Washington, D.C. gets ready for yet another peaceful transition of power in the American experience. Donald J. Trump is about to become the 45th President of the United States, an accomplishment that many would describe as the epitome and prime example of the term disruption, as no one expected him back at last year's edition of the World Economic Forum at Davos to come on top, and many question his judgment and his new policies. To quote an example, billionaire investor and longtime Hillary Clinton supporter George Soros says that Trump means uncertainty, and that uncertainty is the enemy of long-term investors. Yet, we can choose to see disruption in a negative light, or we can take a more positive outlook like Denise Morrison from Campbell, who welcomes initiatives such as decreasing taxes that will give consumers relief, and partake in her optimism about reducing taxes and regulation reform. Ultimately, whatever the road that lies ahead may bring, it is important for as many individuals who may not necessarily share the same viewpoints to have a seat at the table and discuss the important ideas of today in the hope of building a better tomorrow. How is that for disruption? As always, thank you for listening.